Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unboxed God, where we detox from religion and we discover the God who refuses to fit inside the boxes we were given. I'm Tolu Sarah Johnson, and here we explore who God really is beyond fear, beyond formulas, and beyond everything we were taught to perform. If you're hungry for a real relationship with Him, you are in the right place. Let's dive in. Still on book 4, which the title of book 4 is The Father Religion Hid from Me. And we're now on chapter 4, the Father who walks with you in pain, the God who enters your humanity instead of judging it. Let's just take a step back. When I was growing up, my father was that kind of father, my earthly father. If any of his children is unwell, my father will be so scared, petrified. You could see it on his face. He will run to the toilet. He will always go and use the toilet first because he's just overwhelmed. And in that moment, he will be so worried that he will keep asking you, what can I do? Are you okay? Oh my God, my father was another thing. If a earthly father can come to that level for his children when they're experiencing pain, how much more your Heavenly Father? How much more God? Because the moment I discovered that God was not a spectator, that in my grief, He was not a spectator, He was with me in my grief. Jesus said, Tolu, we are to snatch Ben away from you. He pained us, He hurt us, that we snatch him from you. It wasn't something they enjoyed, but it had to happen for both of us to walk into our destiny. It had to happen for us to do what we agreed to God that we're coming to the heart to do. But the fact that they told me that they grieved, it healed me in so many places. Because when you cannot hear from God, you feel you're lost. You feel you're alone. You feel nobody cares for you. I've just come across a musician that sings in my dialect. And I'm not someone that used to listen to songs in my dialect, but I've just been so drawn to this song because she is ministering to me. And I went to the comment section and I saw a comment. This 19-year-old said, I'm glad I came across this. This encouraged me because I have no one. I have no father, no mother, no one. How do you think Papa feels? Papa feels for that wandering boy that has no one. Every child that cries to him breaks his heart. But religion taught us. It doesn't care. It just punishes you. And when you experience pain, it's a punishment from you. When you suffer, it means God is angry with you. When you're going through brokenness, it disqualifies you from His presence. What kind of God has been portrayed to us? So when heartbreak hits us like tsunami, we just assume God has turned His back on us. But the real Father does the opposite. When we break, He draws closer. You can't just see Him. He's there. He's there. But you can't see Him. You shut down. When you are sad, Matthew is very close to heaven. He speaks to heaven often. Whenever he's not happy, he shuts down from heaven. The people that could give him comfort, he hides away from. So who told you that God is not aching while you ache? He aches, he cries, he weeps. But now, I truly believe him that when he said he grieves with me. I agree. Because he has demonstrated it so many times. Right in front of the whole of heaven. Where he expresses his heart. And he does not stand above us shouting instructions. He kneels in the dirt beside us. Like Jesus with the woman caught in adultery. Your pain does not repel him. Your weakness does not offend him. Your tears do not intimidate him. God does not avoid brokenness. He inhabits it. That is the biggest thing that makes him sad every day. Is the world that is full of broken people that he has to watch every day, and he cannot help. He cannot take away the pain. And he has to languish every day. No, Papa said something one day. He said, Tolu, if I can end it, do you think I will have ended my life? When God of heaven and earth said that, the whole of heaven erupted. People were just crying. I don't think people understand the level, the sadness that he carries. And if you're coming across this book for the first time, and you want to know more about this, go to my Amazon page, Tolu Sarah Johnson. You see God's Message, volume 1 to 12. Go read those books. Those books will expose the heart of God. I can't do justice in these chapters of the book because I'm learning him every day. Is evolving in my life every day. This journey is not a static journey. You continually experience him at a deeper and different level the more you know him. And this invitation, this book is about you coming out of religion and coming into relationship, because it's only through relationship you can know him. You can't know him enough through what I write. What I write is to invite you in so that you can go to him and you can begin to develop relationship with him. He became woman so you will never suffer alone. Jesus was him, and Jesus chose a fragile body, a grieving heart, a life of sorrow, betrayal, loneliness, and death. That was what Jesus chose. He was born into a poor family. Why? So that in every form of human pain, you will never be alone. And so that Jesus can experience that pain. He doesn't look down on suffering. He remembers it from the inside. He knows what it is to cry until there is no tears left. To feel abandoned by friends. Jesus has felt used multiple times. Papa said, I am a God that is being abused. I am used by my children. I wrote a book about that. I'm trying to remember the title. But what God was saying in that book, let me see if I can quickly get it, because I've written different books about the Father that can really enrich the soul of people that are really, really interested in wanting to know him. So, this book is I, God, feel used by my own children. No one ever feels used like he does. We use him. We take advantage of his love, of his kindness. We come to him because of what we want. And every time growing up in church, all I heard is about how we need to get something, get something, get something. There is not really preaching about how you can know him. When you know him, you have every other thing you want to get anyway. So why don't you know the giver first before knowing the gift? It's as if you care more about the gift. He knows what it is to go through all the pain that you're going through because he has gone through it in multiple fold. He aches with unanswered question. He asked the Father, why? Jesus had to go through. He had questions that Father never answered him while he was here on earth. But he knew that God's plan works best. Even when Jesus said, I wish this cup can be taken from me. So you think God doesn't feel? You think he wasn't in excruciating pain while Jesus was on the cross? He said, I told you, I didn't turn back. I watched how my son was being brutalized on the cross. I watched. It was a hard watch, but I was with him all the way. Can you watch your son going through that pain? So do you still think he watches you every day as you go through your pain? God doesn't say, get up and be strong. He says, I know the feeling. Let me hold you while you heal. All I've seen is a companion, not a critic. Pain reveals the true character of God you worship. And it has been pain that's revealed him to me. It's my pain that has let me know him. Yes, it's pain that brought me. I came because I was hurting. I came because I became a widow. That was what started this journey in the first place. So you think it's not there in my pain? He's there. He carried me through that pain. And he still carries me. A false God criticizes you. You should have prayed harder. You must have seen. That is what religion says. You are disappointing me. But the real Father I met, he spoke differently. He said, I am here. I'm not going anywhere. He sit with me in the hospital room. He sit with me in my house. He keeps watch through sleepless night. He listens to the soul. You don't have words for. Do you know how many times I've sobbed? I've cried. He holds the pieces when my heart shatters. And he's doing the same for you. He does not rush your healing. He honors your humanity. And the only difference is just the distance. If you can bridge the distance, you will begin to know him and you begin to enjoy him. And that grief has become an holy ground for me. The hardest chapter of my story has become the place where I know God the deepest. And I want you to know that your pain is not a sign of his absence. It is the place where his nearness becomes undeniable. That's been my journey. In joy, you learn he is good. In pain, you learn he is love. Suffering doesn't expose God's silence. It exposes his closeness. And people may not understand your tears, but God does. And he never asks you to cry alone. So wherever you are, that you are going through pain, that you're going through challenges, let that draw you near to him so that he can expose himself to you. And both can cry together. And that is why God works better through a broken vessel. If you've not been a broken vessel, will you be able to empathize with him? My husband suffered at great length. And when he got to heaven, said, Tony, it's not wasted. Because all those suffering prepared me for my ministry here in heaven. He helped me to learn how to empathize with people. So, if you walked only in victories, you will trust him only when life feels perfect. But he walks through heartbreak, he walks through disappointment, he walks through depression, he walks through diagnosis, he walks through your confusion, he walks through your loss. So that you will trust his heart even when you don't understand his plan. And he whispers, you don't have to climb out of this valley for me to be your God. I'm God here with you in this valley. Not just in church, not just when you feel strong, not just when you're winning. Here, where you are hurting. That has been my story. He has sat with me through the journey of grief. And he holds my hand every blessed day. And he reminds me, Tolu, I love you. That alone is enough. And the enemy tells you you are alone. God left you. You caused this. He is disappointed in you. But the Father tells you, not one breath have I stopped holding you. When others step away, I step closer. When others offer advice, I offer myself. And when others watch you break, he catches every fallen piece of you. So, imagine you're walking through a storm, barefoot, bruised, overwhelmed. You collapse into the mud. Religion stands above you and says, get up, clean yourself. You are embarrassing God. But the Father, he kneels in the mud with you. He wraps his arm around you, shelters you with his presence, and whispers, we will get up when you are ready. But for now, I'm staying right here. That is the real God. That is the God I've come to know. The God that waited for me to get up. The God that waited for me to be ready to say, yes, Papa, I want to have a YouTube channel. He never forced me with anything. I started writing books when I felt I was ready. He's never pushed me. He's there lovingly, gently carrying each of his children through life because he knows that life is difficult. So the Father whispers, my child, I'm not God who shouts from the cloud. I'm the God who sits on the floor with you. Your tears are safe with me. Your weakness is welcome here. And when you walk through the fire, I walk through flames beside you. And when you are swallowed by grief, I breathe for you until you can breathe again. You are never alone in the valley. I am the God who stays. And that's my Papa. He's full of love. I hope you've been blessed by this chapter. And I hope you could feel his presence. You could feel his love. And I pray that your relationship with him will transform from a thing to what you feel and what you know. And you can experience him in the way I have come to experience him. God bless.